Much more fun does it make practice to have Simone and so many alumni here to celebrate? Obviously, still got work to do, but just to have that presence in the house, what does that mean for you as a player?
It means a lot. I mean, I think everyone came with their A game for sure. Like, you don't want to have a bad practice in front of the vets and the people who built this organization up. So it's always really cool to see the people that came before you, the Hall of Famers, like everything that they've been able to accomplish is what we're on the road to trying to do. So it's amazing to have them here.
You overlapped with Simone for 1 year here. It's her last year as a Lynx, your rookie season. Just how much did you learn from her in that season?
A lot. I mean, to have someone like Simone be your vet and to have her be so welcoming too, you hear stories where that doesn't always happen. And so I was really lucky in my vets, and to have Moan and just like her competitiveness, and she's so calm and like her exterior in that way, but the way that she turns it on, like she's a very competitive person. So seeing that come out of her and like teach that to me in my rookie year, it was like an amazing experience.
You had that 1 year. You guys are in a similar situation in the sense that you're kind of both the cornerstones of two eras, kind of this team that have gotten to the finals and have championship aspirations. Do you see any similarities in that position that you're in with what she had when things started happening here?
No, I mean, I think I'm in the position I'm in now because of Simone. Like, I think it's really, really different. Like, I had the backing of 4 championships behind me when I already got to the Lynx, and she didn't have that. She really had to build from the ground up. She was here for even longer than Coach Sherrill has been here. So I do think it's a little different in that way, where she's the one that put these building blocks in place, and now I'm trying to replicate what she did.
When you think about how Simone kind of brought you along that first year, the fact that she's now coaching, that kind of makes sense, and you can see that maybe coming.
Yeah, I mean, even in, like I said, that 1 year, just she's so smart in the way that she sees the game. She's been in the game a really long time, and to be a great player, you see things that the average person doesn't. So to have that go into the coaching world, I think is a great service to the young, hoopers of tomorrow, where they get to learn from someone like Simone and her expertise. I think they're really lucky.
You grew up watching this team, obviously, during their run. I'm sure you were a fan of the league and of the team. How does it feel to kind of be I guess, carrying that legacy forward?
I think it's a really great responsibility, especially on days like today or nights when we're retiring past players, celebrating them, their jerseys, Hall of Fame, things like that. It just makes you really proud, and it makes you want to make them proud. Where, again, they've just built something so special here, where we want to continue it on and make them, feel pride in the fact that their legacy is continuing through a next generation.
It's an interesting thing to see too, how many come back and just reconnect with each other. And obviously you have so much basketball ahead of you, but just think about those connections that have stuck with them for so long, that that's ultimately what you think about in the long run.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about sports, is it connects people. Yeah, I mean, that's my favorite thing. My lifelong friendships, the experiences that I had have all come through basketball, and so to see that they are still like this, even years removed from the game, it's beautiful. And, I hope to be that, have that same connection when I'm done too.
Can you think back to when you first kind of walked through the door into the gym as a rookie, joining this franchise, and you talk about how accepting she was. Do you have any kind of memories of kind of getting to know Simone and what you kind of learned from just watching her?
I think just her leadership, really. As a rookie, you're like a baby bird. Like, you don't know what's going on. You need help with everything. And she really, like, her and Sil really took me under their wing in that way, where, I don't think I ever paid for anything my rookie year. Like, they were always paying for stuff for me. Even if I was, like, getting a book at the bookstore, it's not just meals, Anytime I had questions, Simone and Sil were the first ones to, give me their numbers, to say, hit me up if you need anything, like hanging out even outside of the court, like just making me feel really comfortable. And I think that's leadership too. Like, do you necessarily want to be hanging out with a rookie? She probably didn't. But as a leader, she knew that chemistry built off the court is what makes you a great team on the court. And so she's the one that kind of taught me that.
You kind of find yourself playing that role now, kind of paying that forward, as it were?
Yeah, I mean, I saw how important it was and how good it made me feel. And I think our team is really great. Like, we've been talking about this for 2 years, where we just hang out all the time. And I think you see it represented in the way that we play for each other so much. And it's why we're so resilient, is because of that chemistry we have off the court. So that was definitely a lesson I feel like I learned from my vets.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.